Maglian Kari. I started Lux Boudoir 14 years ago. Over the years, we've helped thousands of women feel empowered and discover their self-confidence with boudoir. Today, I'm going to show you how we help women see themselves in a different light.
Thanks for coming, Julia.
No problem.
All right, so I have a couple questions for you.
Okay.
So we'd love to know why you wanted to do a boudoir shoot.
Well, it's always something that I've been interested in, and I thought, what a great way to really just like love my body and like kind of grow that self-love a little bit more and do something I've never done before. A little risque.
So has there been anything that you've had to overcome as a woman to express your like femininity or sexuality or?
That's a good question. It really, I think, brings it back to when I had breast cancer. I had it in 2016, and I had chemo and radiation, and I like lost my hair, and it really like stripped everything of me and everything that I thought was like beauty on the outside, and really made me kind of look within and try to start loving myself from the inside more. And I think 5 years later I'm in remission, and I think this is the ultimate way to really show myself that love, and that it's all inside and outside. And I think I'm just learning to be comfortable in my own skin now.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So speaking of like self-confidence and body issues, how has the media shaped your like journey of accepting your body at all stages? Because obviously going through chemo, you've probably gone through different stages of what you look like.
Yeah, it's interesting because it's shaped my view of body image in good ways and in bad. Like obviously growing up, my image of beauty was just like skinny, a skinny body is a good body, and that is all I knew growing up, and that was all I ever wanted. And I think now social media has like evolved so much, and there's so much like body positivity out there, that there's so many role models and people I can look to that just really show me what other bodies look like, and diversity, and shows me that everybody that can be beautiful no matter what shape and size. So I think it's influenced in good and bad ways. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So speaking of like when you're growing up, a lot of children of the 80s and 90s,
yeah,
there's the skinny is perfect.
Yeah.
But did it take a while to kind of learn to love yourself the way you are?
Absolutely. It's taken me 37 years, and I'm still kind of learning to love myself the way I am. Like obviously skinny, blonde hair, blue eyes, that's what the dream was growing up, and now every decade that goes by, I just learn more about myself and learn to love myself more. It's such a hard thing. I don't think that'll ever end, that learning that. Yeah, now I think my ideal of beauty has changed, and it is more diverse, and I'm happy about that.
That's awesome. So what stopped you from doing a shoot in the past?
So obviously my body size. I always thought, I gotta lose weight before doing this. And just that. So I think as time went on, I'm kind of, like I said, realizing that all bodies are beautiful, and looking at Lux Boudoir Instagram page is super inspiring, and like beautiful ladies of all different shapes and sizes just kind of inspired me to go for it.
Nice. That's great. One question that I have for you is and obviously I'm guessing that I might know the answer to this, but what experience has made you stronger or more confident in who you are?
Definitely the cancer. Having cancer, that kind of like changed my whole world and turned it upside down, but really for the better. Like obviously cancer is a scary thing, but I can't count endlessly the things that it's done for me in a positive way. Like it's really shown me that I can be stripped of everything, but still feel beautiful and learn to feel beautiful. So it's given me so much strength, just to internally feel more beautiful as well. So yeah, the cancer for sure.
Tell me a little bit about your cancer experience. Like, how did you find out?
I always cry talking about this.
Oh.
Sorry.
It's okay. We're here for you.
It was 2016, and it was after, you know, I had been on MasterChef, and, you know, I was on a whirlwind from that, being on that, and, you know, life was great. I was with the partner of my dreams, and I found out because my doctor accidentally sent me the results because she thought,
oh my goodness.
Yeah, they sent it to me, and I was like, oh, you're sending it to me? That's weird. And I read it, and I'm like, carcinoma, what's that, you know? So then I called my friend that was a doctor, and he was the one that told me, and I just remember being at work and like, just like wailing. I left work that day, and I just remember it was such weird weather when I got home. It was pouring rain, but the sun was out and there was a rainbow. I know that sounds so cheesy, but I have it on video. I'm like, this is really, really weird. And, you know, I was just sitting on the couch with my fiance, and we were both just like crying and not knowing what to expect. And I found out in the weirdest way too. Like, I was just sleeping, and I just decided to like shoot up out of bed one morning, and I thought, oh, I should check my breast. And I never do that, and I never check myself. And I checked, and I found a lump, and I'm like, oh, weird. And then it just all kind of snowballed from there, and that's what it was. So yeah, I found it myself. So I guess your body just kind of knows.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was traumatic. Thinking back to first finding out, that always gets me. There's a lot of tough moments that followed, but a lot of beautiful moments that came from it.
So how did your family react to? Is it like do you have family history of breast cancer?
Well, no, but get this, like 5 years before that, my older sister was diagnosed with cancer, but like a different kind. But she's okay now. You know, so I watched her go through all of that, like chemo and stuff. And so she kind of like paved that way for me to tell my parents. Because that was the hardest part, was telling my parents, you know, but they took it so well. But who knows if they went home and cried after. But I think they were just kind of like, you know, had been through that with my sister. So they were a little more prepared, as much, you know, as prepared as you can be for that kind of news. And so, yeah, I took it a little bit better than I expected.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just crazy, that kind of experience and what kind of love it brings you. You know, people from all corners of the earth were wishing me well, and that was really nice to see and have that kind of support. So that's where social media comes in, and it becomes a beautiful thing.
For sure.
Yeah.
I mean, we might have touched on this a little bit, but how is having cancer, like, how has that affected what you do in your life now? Like, has it changed your outlook or your perspective on life?
Good question. How it's changed me now? I think I'm a lot more into self-healing, not just like body-wise, but like mind-wise. And, you know, like meditation and, you know, it just, I don't know, I feel like my life is more peaceful. I'm learning to love my body a lot more, whereas before it was like, I gotta lose weight, I gotta look like this, I gotta lose weight before I do this. And now I'm just like, let's just do this. So yeah, I think it's changed me, made me more spontaneous, but also a calmer person, and just enjoying life, not letting the little things get to me. Yeah.
Wow, that's great. I'm like crying over there.
I know. I didn't think I would cry this much.
It's okay. What would you tell your younger self today?
Oh, man.
Life lessons.
Yeah, yeah. I would tell my younger self that this gift is for you. This life, you've had a beautiful life, and you have beautiful people surrounding you, and there's nothing left to do but just to live it with no regrets, and that whoever you are and whatever you become is absolutely perfect, and your flaws make you beautiful, and there was never a need to change yourself.
That's amazing.
that.
Yeah. That's so
Yeah.
great. What do you hope to gain from this experience?
Absolutely, number one would be confidence, because, you know, growing up, just with the influence of social media and body image stuff, you know, that confidence definitely gets beat down, and can't help but compare yourself sometimes to other people. So I really hope to see myself in this light. I will, you know, feel more confident in who I am, and that it'll contribute to this self-love path. And yeah, just that it'll be like the perfect example of like just taking the dive and doing it with no fear. And the result is beautiful.